I was close to agree the deal with Panathinaikos. So we made a deal over 3 years. A lot of people, they expected it because I shot with the right.
Yeah.
Normally I'm scoring with the left. Obviously, a little bit a different part of football with this character.
Where are you currently based? Where are you now?
I'm right now in Istanbul. It's snowing and nice here.
You were a player, now you are a coach. What's being like a coach? I mean, having experienced both roles, what are the differences?
As a player, you get the experience as a player. If you play many years professional, so I played for 20 years. So I stopped my career 2012 in Veria. So then I start to be assistant coach. If you ask me, coach, what you would like, what you prefer as a player or as a coach, I would prefer to be a player.
Why?
Because it's more easy as a player. You are responsibly only about yourself, and as the coach, you have to take care about everybody. So you have 25, 30 players also who works around you. So your responsibility about all of these persons. So it's much more responsibility as a coach as a player.
And you are in the game as a player.
Yeah, for sure. You have to play. You can have two possibilities. You play well or you play not well. But as a coach, you have to try to push your players to play well, and you have to make choices and
give motivation.
Yeah, of course. These choices sometimes are difficult when you have many good players, and you have to make the right decision about the first 11. And of course, some players will be not satisfied with the decision of the coach. As a team, you have to be a team, and I have to make as a coach decision. So then everybody have to accept it. And the next game is again different. So other players will play first 11 and some other not. This makes the difference as a team. So that's why football is a teamwork.
So thinking back your playing days, what did you love most about football?
The most as a coach and also as a player, you like victories. When you have big victories, winning games, you want to win always games, but it's 3 different results. You can win, you can lose, and you can play draw. So of course everybody, I think, if you ask many people, players, coaches, so everybody likes to win. So this is the most important, to have a lot of wins.
You started your career at Eintracht Frankfurt. What do you remember from the early days of your career? Any advice from a coach?
Yeah, I work with many good coaches together. Of course, every coach is different. You play different system, tactics, and from every coach you learn something, different styles. And for me, especially was important when I decided to be a coach to remember always what my coaches are telling me. Okay, that time maybe as a player I was not accepting some things, but now I'm as a coach. If I remember, I can say some of my coaches, they was right with their opinions and what they are telling me. And when I speak to my players right now, I remember always this, what my coaches they was telling me.
If I'm right, you started your career as a striker. How did that position change come about?
I started striker, so I've been also in many teams before Eintracht Frankfurt. When I was playing as a young kid, was always the best scorer as a player, as a striker. When I signed a contract with Eintracht Frankfurt, then I became like a midfielder. Mostly that time the system was more like 3-5-2, like with a libero, like this, and I was playing on the left side
as a winger.
As a winger, yes. Now you are talking about wingback,
fullback.
About fullback, exactly. So I was playing that style, and since then I started to play that position. And even in Fenernbahce, I became a left fullback with a new system, what we played 4-4-2, and I was a left back there. So my career started like this as a left fullback.
Okay, and then you moved to Fenέρμπαχτσε. How was that experience, and what are your most vivid memories about those 4 years?
Wow, I have great memories, because the first season It was 95, 96, and we had the coach Carlos Alberto Parreira, who was coach the Brazilian national team. 94, they have been world champion. He was our coach. I had the luck to be champion that season with him. 95, 96, the first season when I've been in Fenérbahtse. We won the championship in the Turkish Super League. It was after 7 years that Fenérbahtse won the championship. So that's why it was much more important the first year of my year in Fenérbahtse to be champion. So it was a great success.
And in 1996, you were part of Fenérbahtse's historic win against Manchester United at Oldt Tráforντ. They were their first defeat in European competition after 40 years. How do you remember that game? I mean, it must be amazing, right?
Of course, it's always important because the first time we've been in Champions League with Fenérbahtse, and we made a great success. And of course, it's not easy to have a victory in Oldt Tráforντ against Manchester United because, how he said, after 40 years they lost a game, and it was for us a special game. But it was not an easy game, of course. If you see what kind of players Manchester United had in the squad. We won 1-0. Of course, we've been also a little bit lucky. We had this winning willingness with the team. As the team, everybody was fighting like crazy to get it done, this result. But at the end, we won 1-0 over there. And it was a great success, how I said.
A couple of years later, you came to Panιώνιο. Was that an easy decision for you?
I didn't know the country, Greece, and I didn't know about the football in Greece, but I had also a few other options. I was feeling it would be a good decision for me to make a start in Greece to play for Panιώνιο, and I think I made a great decision to come to Greece to play in Panιώνιο. At the end, after 1.5 years in Panιώνιο, I can say it right now, it was a correct decision because we had with Panιώνιο a great 1.5 years. So first season, it was a 6 months when I've been there. In the last minute, we lost a qualification to the Europa League when we played a draw against Iraklis, I think, in Iraklis. But the next season, second season, it was a much more great season for Panιώνιο because we finished 4th position. We qualified to the Europa League UEFA Cup. That I can be happy that I was a part of this team, Panιώνιο, that season, that will lead the team to the 4th position.
During your time at Panιώνιο, did you receive any offers from other Greek clubs?
Oh, I had. After that season, I was after the second. So I had some offers. The best offer that time, what I had, an official offer, also the club had, it was from Panathinaikos. That time also, I was close to agree the deal with Panathinaikos. So we made a deal over 3 years, but at the end, the transfer couldn't go through. Even right now, I don't know why. Then I made a move then because the deal doesn't go through. Then I went for two years away from Greece. I was 1 year in Bursaspor, and after 1 year in 1860 Munich in Germany. And after that, I came to Olympiacos.
When you were in Olympiacos, you played again in the Champions League and you scored a memorable goal against Real Madrid with your right foot.
A lot of people, they expected it because I shot with the right.
Yeah.
Normally I'm scoring with the left, but I can tell you it was great 2 seasons what I had in Olympiacos as a player. So we've been winning 2 times in a row the championship. Once we won the cup, and in the Champions League, the first season especially, we had a great Champions League run. Again, that season we've been a little bit unlucky with draws. We won against Real Madrid at home 2-1, where I scored the first goal and the second goal scored Rivaldo. We had the unlucky draw in Rosenborg. How normally we should win that game. If we could win that game, we could pass to the next stage. And how I said, football is a little bit up there.
Do you remember the atmosphere from the game against Real Madrid at Georgios Kariskakis?
No, I still have the CDs in my home. So sometimes I'm watching old memories. So it was great time. So of course I know the atmosphere. It was amazing after the scoring and how the supporters celebrated. It was great atmosphere.
Were you particularly close to any players of Olympiacos?
Well, a few times I still have a little bit contact to Oka. So I think he's also coaching in Cyprus. I had Pandelis. I had
Cafes.
Cafes. I've been for 2 years ago. I've been in Saloniki for holidays with my children, and we met there. We had some good discussions about old memories.
Okay, so what are your overall memories at your time in Olympiacos?
How I said, it was a great time in Olympiacos. So we've been successful over the 2 years. Only the negative side, what I can tell, it was that I get injured in the second preseason, that I broke my finger, my toe, so I couldn't be recognized for the Champions League squad. So I was really upset of that. But how I said, football, sometimes in football happen these injuries. So you can be not a part of the team for a few games. And I was really angry that I couldn't be a part for the Champions League and couldn't help the team.
You eventually returned to Greece for Olympiacos Volu off in Veria. Was your love for Greece a reason to return?
For sure. It's because, the political side, everybody asks me about this, Greece, Turkey, and like this. But this is not my problem. I'm a sportsman and in football. And also, I said that football connects. So if you remember, after the championship win with Olympiacos, I made a T-shirt with the Turkish and with the Greek flag that football connects. I want to give message to human and that football connect. We are playing with many different people from other countries together. We try to fight for one team and to get victories. This was my message to everyone, that football is a sport that connects people. I had really good times in Greece. Is it in Panιώνιο? Is it in Olympiacos or in the other teams? Olympiacos Volo, Ofi or Veria. I had great memories. Yes, it was a point that I said to myself, be back again in Greece to finalize the career in Greece.
When did you decide to become a coach? And was it an easy decision for you?
Well, I was deciding this already before. How I can say, I stopped with 37. I was deciding already with 33 that I want to become a coach. So I was preparing already from that time. When I retired from football till that time, I was preparing myself as a coach. And I think I could play. I could play 3 more years, so I was fit enough to play. But and I said to myself, now it's time to start as a coach. So I start my career as an assistant coach, where I've been 5 years as assistant coach. Then I became a head coach 2017.
What's it like coaching a club like Fenέρμπαχτσε?
You have to separate now big clubs who's fighting to get the championship, and you have to separate clubs who is fighting for the Europa League, for UEFA Cup and like this, and teams are fighting to stay in the league. I was always in teams where I was fighting to get to win the championship or to make the promotion to the Europa League. To work in a big club like Fenérбαχτσε always is the target to win the championship. There is much different ways, how I say, pressure that you have to win the competition. You have also some other clubs who's fighting for that. Let's say like Beşiktaş, Trabzonspor and Galatasaray, and in Greece is Olympiacos, Panathinaikos, PAOK and AEK who are fighting to win the championship. And in these teams you have to play a little bit a different football when you are coaching a smaller club, let's say.
Throughout your coaching career, you've worked with many Greek players. It was Sciopis, Goutas, Kitsiou, Bakasetas, Javelas and Pelkas. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Who was your favorite?
I cannot mention only one player. What I can say, I was very successful with the Greek players in my teams. So I had the right choices with them, good victories with them, and I had really good characters in my team, like Tsavelas, Bakazetas, Siopis, Kitsiou, and Pelkas. Great guys, very good players and good characters. I was pleased to work with them, and they never gave up. So there was always there when I need them. And of course, sometimes players, how you know if they are not playing, they are not so happy. But in football, it's like this: you cannot play every game. Sometimes we had this that there was a little bit sad, but I think if I can look back now, I had with all of them a great victory and success. I had a good hand with the Greek players.
What is the element you like the most about Greek players?
No, what I like on them with those I was playing, there was always they never give up. There was trying always to win games. They never even in the training session to lose a training game. So my character, it was also like this as a player. When I was a player, I don't like to lose, even is a training game or friendly game. And with those players who I worked with, there was the same characters like me. And this was the point why I had success with these guys.
So Manolis Siopis holds the record for the most games under your management, 82 games if I'm not wrong. He's often described like a funny guy, the crazy one, in a good way. Do you agree with that statement?
I like him very much. He's an amazing character. You need always a character like this in your team. So he's funny. He's very good with his teammates. He never creates problems. Even sometimes he's not playing. How I said, this is normal. He's always fighting to be in the team. Always positive. This is important, really important for a team. Now he's in Panathinaikos with Bakazetas together, and also Tsavelas is now on the other side of the football. All of them great characters. Siopis is a little bit a different part of football with his character. Always happy and always there to make funny things, but always there when you need him to fight for the team.
Do you have any story with Siopis?
We have many, but it's not time to speak about it.
So, have any Greek teams approached you about coaching?
Well, in the past, also this season when I left from Cardiff, and the last years, I got many calls from agents, Greek agents. They offer me many things, but okay, the agents they try to manage something, especially directly from the clubs. I didn't have an official offer. If it comes from an agent, it's been also something. So somebody talked to them that they have to do a contact with me. But till now, official offer from a club in Greece, I didn't have.
Do you have any untold stories from your time back in Greece?
No, I said, I can say again that I had in all my teams in Greece where I played for, I had great times and great memories. With all the clubs who I played for, I've been successful with the teams. I win 6 cups as a player in Greece. So, why not as a coach maybe in the past? You never know. So this is football.
You have interest to be a coach in Greece?
Yeah, of course. I would like to be to lead a team in the Greek Championship, to have success how I had it like a player.